You've been staring at those yarn bowls for weeks, haven't you? You keep telling yourself, I'll figure it out eventually, but every time you pick up that hook, you just put it back down because it all looks way too complicated. I get it, but here's the thing. You're making it harder than it actually is. Crochet is one of those skills that looks intimidating from the outside, but the moment someone shows you the right way to start, everything just clicks. And that's exactly what we're doing today. We're starting from zero. No experience needed, no fancy tools, just you, some yarn, and a hook. Let me tell you something first though. Most beginners quit crochet not because it's too hard, but because they tried to start with the wrong project. They watched one tutorial, picked something way above their level, got frustrated, and threw everything in a drawer, never to be seen again. Sound familiar? That's the #1 mistake, and we're going to make sure that doesn't happen to you. The secret to actually learning crochet and sticking with it is starting with designs that give you results fast. When you finish something, even if it's small and simple, your brain gets a little hit of, hey, I made that. And that feeling is what keeps you going. So we're going to talk about the easiest beginner designs that actually look good when you're done with them, not boring practice squares you'll never use. Real things you'd actually want to keep or give to someone. But before we get into the designs, let's talk about what you actually need. Because a lot of beginners go out and spend way too much money on supplies, thinking they need everything in the store. You don't. You need one crochet hook, ideally a size 5mm, which is also marked as H or 8 on the packaging. That size is the sweet spot for beginners, because it's not too small and not too big. Then you need some basic yarn. Go for something smooth, not fluffy or textured. Fluffy yarn is beautiful, but it hides your stitches, and when you're learning, you need to see what you're doing. A simple acrylic yarn in a light color works best. Light colors help you see each stitch clearly. That's it. That's all you need to start. Now let's talk about stitches real quick before we get into designs. There are really only 2 stitches you need to know as a beginner: the chain stitch and the single crochet stitch. Everything on our list today is made with just these 2, or with one tiny addition on top of that. The chain stitch is literally just pulling loops through each other. It's like making a chain with your hands. The single crochet is the next step, where you stick your hook into a loop, grab the yarn, and pull it through. Once you've done it about 20 times, your hands just start doing it automatically. It becomes muscle memory. Okay, first design, a simple dishcloth or washcloth. I know, it sounds boring, but hear me out. A dishcloth is a flat rectangle. That's it. You chain a row of stitches, then you go back and forth doing single crochet until it's big enough. No shaping, no increases, no decreases, nothing complicated. You're just going back and forth. And when you're done, you have something you actually use every single day. Plus, it's a great way to practice keeping your tension even, which is one of the trickiest parts of crocheting when you first start out. Make 3 of these and you'll feel like a completely different person with a hook in your hand. Second design, a simple headband. This is one of the most popular beginner projects right now, and for a really good reason. You make one long rectangle that's just wide enough to fit around your head, and then you sew or slip stitch the ends together. That's it. Some people add a little twist in the middle to make it look like a bow, but that's completely optional. This project teaches you how to keep a straight edge, which is something a lot of beginners struggle with early on. And the best part is, it's quick. You can finish one in an afternoon, and then you'll want to make 10 more in every color. Third design, a phone pouch or small bag. Now, this sounds more advanced than it is. You're basically making a small rectangle again, folding it in half, and then closing the sides. You can add a simple chain strap to it. The stitching around the sides is just single crochet again. What makes this project exciting is that it actually looks like something you made on purpose, something stylish. When you show people this and tell them you made it yourself, they genuinely won't believe you. It's one of those projects that looks harder than it actually is, and that's the best kind when you're starting out. Fourth design, a coaster set. Similar energy to the dishcloth, but now you're working in a circle. Working in a circle feels scary the first time, but once you get it, you'll be obsessed with it. It opens up a whole new world of projects. A coaster is small, so if you mess up, you've only lost maybe 20 minutes. You can redo it. You make a magic ring, which is just a loop you create with your fingers, do a few single crochets into that, then keep going around in circles until your coaster is the size you want. Make 6 of them and you've got a full set that looks genuinely impressive sitting on a coffee table. Fifth design, a simple keychain or bag charm. This one is tiny. It might take you 15 minutes. You're just making a small tube or a little round shape and adding a chain loop at the top so it can hang off something. The reason I love this as a beginner project is because finishing something in 15 minutes feels incredible. You make one, you feel good, you make another. It's the kind of quick win that builds momentum when you're in those early days of learning and everything still feels a little wobbly. Here's the thing about all of these designs. None of them require you to follow a complicated pattern with a bunch of abbreviations and symbols that look like a different language. You can look up a basic tutorial for any one of them on YouTube, understand it in 5 minutes, and then just go. The skills you build from each one of these will stack on top of each other. By the time you finish all 5, you'll be able to look at beginner patterns online and actually understand what they're asking you to do. That's when crochet really starts to get fun, because suddenly so many more projects become possible. One more thing before we wrap up. Be patient with your first few attempts. Your tension is going to be all over the place at first. Some stitches will be too tight, some too loose. That's completely normal. Everyone's first dishcloth is a little uneven. Everyone's first headband has at least one weird spot. That doesn't mean you're bad at it. It means you're learning. The only way to get better is to keep going. Put on something to watch or listen to and just crochet. Your hands will figure it out faster than your brain thinks they will. Crochet is genuinely one of the most satisfying hobbies you can pick up. There's something really special about making something with your hands that you can hold and use and give to people. And the fact that you're here watching this means you're already taking the first step. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, because we're going deeper into beginner crochet and things are about to get really good.